Sonic, because that's what you do as men. You sit around and train and you discuss Sonic. Sonic's aerials are kind of meh.
Yeah, they're not disjointed at all. They're negatively disjointed.
They're meh.
Except for back air.
So the only way you could really stop spinning, and I'm a Mario main, so like the only thing I can think of is like a retreating down air, and you're just kind of throwing out that hitbox, or fireballs, obviously, which is what makes what happened yesterday and what's happening today so much more interesting. Because like there's so many things happening around the Sonic.
Yeah.
How are you not getting hit? Like how are you not getting stopped? And it's just, it doesn't make any sense. But they're playing really well, and they team together a lot too. And I would say that this is probably a pretty good example of like team chemistry paying off. And Goode is I hate that his name is Goode because I'm going to say Goode is good. Goode is good, and Goode is getting better. Goode is a solid player, but I don't think he would be the first person people pick when it comes to like who's the doubles partner that Bacon Pancakes is going to win with. You know what I'm saying? Like what MDVA is, you think Hyper. Like yeah, MDVA, you think Hyper, you'll think Junebug. Like you won't. I don't think he's the top person on that list before, you know, a couple of others in MDVA.
I think they've been a stagnant team for a while.
They have, though. They have.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, it's not really the first name you would think of. And
no, I agree.
think this is a situation where the fact that they played together so often pays off. The issue is now you're down 2 clean stocks, and yeah, you gotta try to clean enemy stock up right now.
I wonder if we're gonna see the switch to Zelda, just because playing Sonic with like 2 sword people running around does not seem like a fun time.
No, not at all. Playing against Ike doesn't feel like a good time ever.
No, it's not. It's really
that guy's nuts.
Unless you're playing as Ike.
He is made for doubles. Fun. Yeah, he is made for doubles. He fights for his friends. And
that's true.
He's man, I don't know, man. Ike is like, Ike's what every man wants to be, but you just know you can't. Like, he's an anime character.
Especially in Smash 4.
Basically, like, I know he's in a video game, but he's basically an anime character. You can't really live up to that expectation. Look at that.
He just slides across the entire stage and then slams you.
Yeah, this is
ridiculous.
This is in a manga somewhere. He said manga. Oh, sorry.
Manga, right? It's with the cute anime girls and the squeals. This Japanese cartoons like Avatar.
Oh my Envy, where are you going? That is the wildest recovery. He recovered perfectly fine, then decided to slip off the stage and then recover facing the other way and almost edge guarded BP.
Oh, BP.
Which was nuts. Like because it takes quite a big pair to try to do something that wonky. So the gap hasn't gotten any bigger, but it hasn't closed either. So it makes me wonder if it was a cold feet kind of start, where you just kind of jumped in and you weren't really ready, even though you thought you were, because now the gap is closing. And sometimes that happens. And red team's finally got center stage control. The only thing you have to be wary of is DVD can start like breaking you down with projectiles and start working.
Is that Ike? That might be. No, he did.
Oh, he went for Nooch.
I kind of disagree with that. I think up throw would have been better. It's Sonic. Like up throw combos into your.
I thought he was gonna go for fair. There were a couple things he could have done, yeah. But I can't, like, I can never disagree with the player usually unless it's something so bread and butter. Like, if a Mario doesn't down throw fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what are you doing?
That's the move.
Unless the DI is appropriate. Like, you usually can be like, okay, that was probably a wrong decision. Oh my goodness, he almost got 2. But usually I'll side with the player. Like, they were either going for a read or feel like they're feeling out their
some
opponent.
Crazy option that you don't understand because you're not that main character's name.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's too much of that. Like, oh, why didn't he just do that? I don't know, because he's, you know, you're not playing. Yeah, that player was considering something that you weren't. You know, like, yeah, see, why didn't he forward smash more? That's what I would say.
Why didn't he forward smash more? Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever seen Ally? Like, that Ike
constantly does it.
Yeah, works for him.
Nice
Good counter. Yeah, for sure.
Envy's counters sometimes are nuts.
Because they're just like Pete. They're so random.
Yeah, he did counter out a shield against me.
There's no thought process in it. He just does it, and you're like, wow, that blew my mind. What a great forward tilt. Look like DJ. DJ Nintendo is like the best forward tilting Ike, if that's a thing, I've ever seen. It's always perfectly spaced. It's wild.
It's really neat with like the Ikes in this game because they each have a thing, you know?
Ally's the forward smasher.
Ally's the forward smasher. DJ Nintendo is the forward tilter. And Pete tech chases with down smash really well.
Yeah. What's wild is if you ever try to translate that play, like, no one can play it like Ally.
No.
No one. Like, oh my good, what is that?
That's the shoelace hit. That's a shoelace hit. Where since it arcs over his head, as it comes over, it hits like by the up part of the. Like I'm pointing at the screen to show you.
Dude, I think even DVD looked at him.
No, they know about it.
What was that?
He knows about it. They were telling Switch about it on One Ride to Nebs.
So that's like a set play.
That's a set
and
play.
And he's like, I'm gonna face the other direction, so there's no risk of me hitting you.
And it covers
you
roll,
hold ledge.
and it covers the tournament winner, and it covers neutral get up. So good.
That's wild.
Look at
That's
that. See, there it is. He's like, yeah, just remember I do that like thing with the shoelace? And he's like, yeah, a shoelace.
No, I know what DVD's saying. I'm gonna take you for a ride.
Exactly, all the time.
I actually, I walked by DVD and I did just that part, the and he followed up with the same exact thing. I was like, you ever play Marvel vs. Capcom? And the moment I said that, he knew the reference. Like, he was like, I'm gonna take you for a ride. And we just had a good laugh.
Nice.
That's what we do.
So late Envy explained to me how he feels about doubles with DVD. He said, well, I'm a big guy with a sword, so they pay attention to me and they hit me a lot. So my goal is to not get hit and not die. Brian's running around a little Toon Link guy, and he's throwing bombs. And they forget about him, and then he runs in and kills him.
Yeah, they're a good team. I don't think they've won anything, though, on a large scale.
Maybe not.
Like, that's where you kind of, like, you give credit and you feel frustrated for them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you give credit because they're sticking it through, and you could tell they enjoy playing doubles together. But at the same time, you're like, you feel frustrated for them. You're like, can you just win something already? Because, like, you should. By now, you got to get to that point.
And they're, like, consistent, like
they're consistently good. Yeah, they're consistently playing well. And they're going to have a chance. I think it's also, like, once you get to this point, man, you start running into some walls. There's some players
so
out there.
slick. Of that up throw back air into the cross up nair.
Oh my god, the forward smash hits boat, cleans up good stock right away, and then VP's at 70% already. This looks a lot like the first game, where the damage just started getting racked up, and red team looks like a little cold. Don't walk into that, please.
Nice read.
Please.
That was so smart by DVD to recognize that his bomb messed up Pete's combo and then had to go in and save him to make sure BP didn't convert off of it.
There hasn't been too much ugly play.
Yeah.
I'll say that. There hasn't been ugly play. There's been like team kills. It's just been who's executing better, and blue team is executing on like a different level right now.
I mean, in the sense that they're slaughtering BP and Goode.
Hey man,
Slaughter's not the right word, but
come on,
they're doing a lot of stuff.
They're trying hard. Another thing that we haven't talked about is the factor of Ike's neutral air. It's a moving wall that you set up for DVD, so
that
he can maneuver around.
Put in with so much momentum because you can quick draw a neutral air.
Yeah, it's wild.
Nice
and then look,
forward tilt.
Yeah, and he's hitting a couple of those too. I'm gonna say, like, I think Envy's playing the best out of the 4 players.
I would agree. Yeah, he's I think he's coming back. Yep.
Oh my! He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready because he was on the stage standing already. I think he was anticipating a tech or something.
Nice interruption there by DVD, comboing his own teammate. You know?
Yeah, Goode's gonna have to go for a switch.
I don't think Sonic's gonna work out with us.
No,
yeah,
it's looking too rough. Every opportunity that they've had to split the team apart, DVD's been able to just run in and beat out anything that Goode is using to try to protect BP.
Also, as someone who dabbles with Sonic, Sonic's hard to play in doubles, right? Because your goal with Sonic is to push them to the corner and then use your moves to keep them off stage and edge guard them.
Yeah.
Right, but when you have someone coming over to save your teammate, for someone like Ike, where you can just like fly across the entire stage in a second, you can't get the situations that you want.
Yeah, and you're never gonna beat out a move.
Ever.
We talked about it. Like, there's no disjoint. It's just, he's gonna get beat out by every. Oh my god.
Never mind. He's the best. He's the best in the world. I take everything back.
I'm gonna take you for a ride. That's what it feels like when Sonic's is carrying you across the stage. Turn on the Marvel soundtrack. Let it be one with you.
And it's like, I know the moves that he's doing, but I still don't know the moves. What's happening? Like,
yeah, right.
Like, okay, I know. He's like, that's like a side B, and then he's like rascaling, but I'm like, it's like when.
It's so dumb.
So
you
quick.
feel like you know every move that Sonic has, and then it all happens so fast, and you're just like, oh, wow, look at all that 20%. What? You feel like they should be taking 100 with the amount of,
like they're dead. They blew up.
Yeah, they should just explode. Okay. Not quite clean, but it worked.
Look, there it is right there. The enemy smile.
Yeah. And then look at DVD. He went from smiling straight back to serial killer.
He's like in serious mode.
Oh, my goodness.
I think we can do a little bit better.
I will say Cedric's hair looking good.
Yeah, no.
You know, there were some times.
Fresh.
There were some times where it was Flock of Seagulls-esque and a little
Seagulls.
a little too much. But I think he's got a good length to it right now.
It's a good spot, yeah.
Doesn't shaggy dog him. He can see what the hell's going on. You know, the meta game there is good. Pete's hair is getting super long. Someone called him Frozen earlier.
Oh, wow.
It's so funny because I would never in 100 years think of that. And then, like, Pete had his hoodie on. I was like, yeah, it's like bearded Frozen.
I'm actually digging BP's look. You know? It's the simple.
Simple, bro.
Classic.
Simple. This is what you get whenever I'm on commentary. I talk about how men look. I've been, and everyone knew, the best part is, like, everyone knows my girlfriend because she comes to every single event, and my girlfriend antagonizes this shit so well.
That's
she's
amazing.
She's just like, yeah, you don't know he's a little weird? I'm like,
He's
whatever.
a little weird.
That's it, man. I like to commentate in the way people look.
You know, there's a similar, oh my god, down at forward smash.
I can't commentate on that, though, because it's looking rough is what's looking like. Oh my goodness. How does Bacon Pancakes manage to lose the stock in the first 30 seconds every game?
Well, he gets hit by Ike.
That's
and
nuts.
He gets it again.
Because you can, like, it's, I want to, like, get a buffered replay of, like, all the first stocks of this set, and you almost, oh my god, he's almost going to lose the second
He's
one.
living for that. Diddy's a semi-fast faller. He isn't that early.
It's wild because BB's so damn good, and he has
that
such
was
great
fresh.
DI. Yeah, now all of
The
a sudden,
forward
red
air
team
and the
is
spring
up.
into back air.
So they were up.
Yeah, never mind, they're back down.
Sonic yelping. But yeah, it's wild because he has such good DI, and you know, he doesn't really look for bad situations to put himself in singles or in doubles. So it's just interesting to see. Oh my goodness.
I think that's really the mark of, like, top doubles and singles players. When they grab you, like, you have to you're doing the best DI to take the least amount of damage possible. So you're trying to get, instead of taking 120, you're taking 90.
Yeah. Every percent matters, man. That's why it's so good to see teams that know how to save each other, too. Because now you added like a 10% extra to that person's stock, or 50%. That adds up so quickly, and Goode's going to take... Wait, he wall jumped! Oh, he almost made that back. He wall jumped off the center stage of PS2. That was wild.
Not dead yet. I think if Pete would have hit with the strong hitbox of Ike's up air, would have killed.
Good counter. Another just like random counter that just ended up working up for Pete. He was able to split up the team.
No one knows why they work either. It just does.
Yeah. It's a little bit like, you know, people joke around when Peach pulls out Toad, like you get one a set.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like that, where counter is, it's kind of the similar thing. Like, you're really only going to get one or two in the set because eventually you almost have a tell to it. Like, okay, there's a certain move that's obviously not working. It's not beating it out.
It's you're a good player, I respect you, but then you're using a bad option mix-up.
Yeah. And God forbid you miss the counter. You counter, you're just going to get reamed. Yeah.
You explode. Talked about this.
Wow, that was super smooth. And he was going for another forward smash at ledge. He just got interrupted.
I don't know. I think he's upset about not being considered the best Ike by Reslip, so he's trying to get more forward smashes into his game.
I forget who got it. Was it Ally?
It was Ally, yeah.
It was Ally. Okay. I mean, at the time, right? There wasn't too many results where Pete went Ike, right?
No, it was right before Pete won like 4 things in a row. The video that came out.
Yeah, okay.
It was
so
great.
funny.
Like,
he went for the back throw and then didn't follow up with fair. Interesting. I think he missed the input though because he back threw the forward smash, which if that ever worked, I'd be terrified. That's some rough DI.
Yeah.
Dude, red team is.
This is kind of looking
they're
like
living, but it's so doable finally. Like the last 2 games have not been doable. This is a situation where if
I don't know, man. Kind of looking like curtains.
No. I mean, it was high percentage, but like in doubles, like how quickly can you rack up 100%? You could do that in a blink of an eye.
Like 6 moves probably.
Yeah. So you know, you get one play.